Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to take a look at replacing a strap on a Fitbit Surge. Okay, so if you've got a Fitbit Surge, at some point you're probably going to find that the strap is going to explode or deteriorate or do something really bad, and it's not going to look very pretty, and you're going to want to replace it. Now, Fitbit themselves don't actually produce or manufacture, as far as I'm aware, a suitable replacement strap. They're more of the opinion that you should trade in the device or replace it. But we don't want to do that. We want to replace the strap because we kind of like the Fitbit Surge and we want to keep using it. So if you go to places like Amazon, eBay, etc., you can find a lot of manufacturers which will reproduce pattern copies of the original Fitbit Surge strap. Now, this one I've got here is in kind of sugar blue. This one was from Amazon and cost about £15, which is a lot cheaper than replacing the entire Fitbit Surge. And it's a relatively straightforward process, so we'll go through it now and show you how to do it. Now, when you buy your strap from Amazon or eBay or whatever, depending on who you get it from, you should find that you get a kit of bits and pieces to go along with it to help you through the process. Now, the first thing you're going to need is a Torx 5 or T5 screwdriver. This is for removing the 4 screws on the back of the strap. You've also, in this particular kit, got a flat bladed screwdriver, which really is going to be used for levering the strap up to remove the adhesive from the Fitbit Surge from the strap. That's what keeps it all stuck down. And also you can use that to remove any gunk or debris which is collected around the edges over the years. Also, what can be used is a plectrum or a scraper, again, that can be used to remove some of the gunk or the adhesive on the Fitbit. Now, things which don't come in the kit, which are probably a good idea to have with you when you're doing this, is a roll of double-sided tape to attach strap to the Fitbit Surge. Not exactly necessary, but it will make the job a little bit nicer finish, and it will stop the strap raising along the top pieces over time. You could use an adhesive, a rubber cement. I would advise against using any sort of super glues because they could damage some of the circuitry which is actually hidden beneath the rubber or silicone. And also a pair of scissors to cut up the tape. Okay, so I've already removed the screws from the back of the strap. As you can see, there's 4 screws in 4 locations. So 2 at that end and 2 on that end. So you need to remove those. So we've done that already and put them to one side. That's the 4 screws there. And that was using, again, the Torx T5 screwdriver. So next thing you want to do is you want to break the seal of the strap. Now, I've already done this previously on mine, so mine's going to be a lot easier than yours. So you may find you have to pry it or be quite sort of rough with it to remove it. But if yours is in quite a state like this one, as you can see, it's pretty badly torn in both of the sort of key areas, so this one will come off really easy. So all you want to do is kind of twist it off and it will come off. Now, if you start with the buckle end first, you'll find that either inside the buckle or mounted on the top is your GPS receiver. Now, that is actually a very thin piece of circuitry which normally is stuck into this recess. So if you've taken it off and your GPS receiver isn't stuck to your Fitbit, have a look inside there. You may need to lever it off. I use the screwdriver and you can gently prise off the circuit board and then reattach it to the top of the Fitbit Surge. Now, as you're looking at the Fitbit Surge, you'll notice on the IC chip there is an arrow, and that needs to point to the bottom right hand side. So if you've stuck it back on and the arrow is facing anywhere other than there, you've done it wrong. Start again. And you will find that when you take the strap off, there is actually a sort of indentation in the plastic where that chip goes. So it's very difficult to put it back on in the wrong place. Now, again, when that's off, you can remove some of the adhesive which is around the outside edge just to clean it up, and also again remove any gunk that might be have collected along the top. So next part, other part of the strap. So again, just gently lever it off, and again there's some circuitry down the bottom here. Again, there would have been some adhesive in there, so if you want to, you can peel it off. It's normally like a black rubber or black silicone, so you can just peel that off. So there we are, there's our Fitbit Surge, completely naked and ready to take the new strap. So let's put those bits to one side. Actually, if you are using a black strap or a darker coloured strap, you will find that the new kind of strap buckle generally won't have the Fitbit logo on it because it's not a genuine Fitbit part. So if you want to reuse that, just make sure you take that off, and before you throw it all away, keep that to one side and you can use that again. As you can see, it's got a nice Fitbit logo on it, but mine's the baby blue, so I'm not going to need that, so we'll put that to one side for now. So now we go over to our new straps, and you'll probably notice immediately that these straps are a lot more solid feeling than the previous ones, probably due to different manufacturing materials, and also obviously it hasn't aged quite as much as your previous straps have. Well, probably. So let's start with the bottom half first. Now you can, if you want to, you can put a strip of adhesive on there, which I've cut some off already. So you put some double-sided adhesive on there, being careful not to make it overlap onto the face, and then try desperately to remove the top half of the double-sided when you haven't got nails. You may want to use a screwdriver. Just be careful because there's circuitry and you don't want to damage it. Okay, so remove that. Let's push that down a little bit. So bottom part of the strap, bottom part of the watch, and what you want to do is push it on, and you should, I think, hear an audible click when it's in the right position. So let's give it a go. Oh, there we go. Now give it a little press, and then the adhesive should stick to both sides in theory. And as you can see, it's got a nice snug fit. And the colour almost matches my t-shirt, so that's good. So let's put the screws back in the back part. These are quite small and quite fiddly, so don't be afraid to ask for the help of a grown-up. Or if you're of a certain age, put your glasses on so you can see what you're doing. Try not to over tighten the screws. And there we go, there's the bottom half done. And now we'll repeat the process for the top half. So again, we've got our pre-cut piece of self-adhesive. I'm using Tessa tape, but there's all sorts of brands available. You can use pretty much whatever you want, as long as it hasn't got any harsh chemicals in it, which could damage the circuit. If anybody's got any good ideas on how to remove the top layer of double-sided tape when you're doing one of these things, then please feel free to put it in the comments below, because, well, I haven't got any nails and I can never do it properly. That was easier than normal. Okay, so we've got our double-sided tape on there. Again, that's just to make it the straps stay flush on the unit, which it should do by itself really, but it probably won't, so just a little bit of extra tape. And again, push it in and wait until you hear that click and you'll know it's in place. Now, we had a nice satisfying click on one side, but not so much on the other, but I'm not overly concerned about that. And just sort of push it into place, making sure that it's firmly seated. And then again, put the other two screws back in the back of the back of your Surge. And there's all four screws firmly seated. You can see them probably a little bit better on a more contrasting background.
Great job.
Okay, so that's the Fitbit Surge with its freshly installed baby blue strap. I think it's pretty cool. What do you think? Put it in the comments below. Also in the comments section below, you'll find links to purchase one of these, or in whatever colour you want, blue, purple, red, whatever. If you do purchase from the links below, I am an affiliate, so there will be a small kickback to me if you do order it through there, and every little helps to support the channel. So if you do click on those, I would appreciate it. And also, if you want to buy anything from Amazon or GearBest, click on the links below. Doesn't matter if it's one of these straps, could be anything. Every little helps the channel, and I am, as always, very grateful. And for those of you that have clicked on the links already and bought stuff, thank you very much. It is very appreciated. But anyway, I'm digressing. So this has been the Fitbit Surge strap replacement. I'm Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and we'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching.